Welcome to Eva's Kitchen. Today, bone broths. Good for your bones. Now, I have to thank my newest camera person, Mary Eva Woodward-Lamoureux. Aren't we all lucky? Okay, now, bone broths are so popular and expensive from the shelf. And frankly, from the shelf, not that good. So what makes a bone broth different from a stock? Usually a stock is made with vegetables or other animal meat parts, and bone broth could be made with those things, but definitely has bones. So how you do it, it's so simple, and I think it tastes phenomenally better than what is sold on the shelves.
I do not think that it will taste good with the bones.
Okay, interesting opinions. So, what you need to do is very simple. Get some bones. Get some animal bones. You can get lamb bones, maybe from like a rack of lamb. You can roast a whole chicken and then save the chicken carcass. Or a lot of farmers and co-ops just sell the bones, usually more grass-fed and with sustainable agriculture that kind of regrow the land. They'll just sell the bones as a byproduct, which is usually what I buy. Also very good for bone broth. It are multiple parts of the body. So for chicken, you can just use chicken feet, or you could buy, the bones from thighs maybe. But chicken feet are very gelatinous. Hard to look at, but gelatinous. All you do is you basically cover it with water, add some aromatic and other seasoning things, and you can play with that, and then get it to boiling and then turn it down low and slow for 3 hours. You just try to cover it with water. So whenever I'm making bone broth, the basic 2 things I add to any bone broth are usually some onion, could be green, red, white, and some garlic, because it's so healthy for you to get that stuff in your broth. But then you can play with it. Maybe you want to make something a little more savory and fresh. You want to add some rosemary, some sage, dry or fresh herbs are fine. Maybe you want to brighten it up, so you do a little soy sauce in the broth with some lemon. I've got some lemongrass in the one that I'm about to show you. Ginger is a fun addition to things. Ooh.
Sorry.
That's okay. And then always you can think about how to make things a little saltier, maybe some smoked sea salt, soy sauce, or tamari, like I said, and peppercorns.
Mama, can you pause? My neck's getting a little tired to do this, and I don't feel comfortable holding it up either.
Thank you for telling me. I will show you the bone broth I'm making. All right, you're about to see a big meat bone. If that weirds you out, close your eyes. Okay, so this is what we've got here, okay? Okay, and it's been simmering away. It is 2:03. It's been simmering since about 9:30 in the morning. That's way over that 3-hour time period. And I open the pot every maybe hour or so and just kind of let the marrow and all the goodness get in there. And you can see I've got my lemongrass, I've got my garlic, my onions in there. I put soy sauce in there. I would have put ginger, but I didn't have it. You can see also the sign of a very good bone broth. Do you see kind of this kind of glazed oily stuff? That's like all that good gelatin and collagen that's so good for your bones and your skin and your hair, allegedly your gut. And then what's great is I will strain all that out, and then I'm just going to boil some udon noodles, and we're going to have a very simple broth with udon noodles and some green onion. Sounds delish. But you can also just strain that out and then keep it in your fridge for later for, 3 to 5 days. What I do is, especially because I'm using byproduct of other things I've made, like if I roast a whole chicken, I save the bones and just make bone broth that day or the next day, but I don't have a need for it, so I just freeze it. This is my chicken broth. that you can see. It's totally bone broth. And this is very gelatinous. So a lot of these bone broths will be very jello-like. They will literally jiggle because there's so much gelatin or fat when they are solidified. All you do is, especially with the gelatinous stuff, you just need to thin it out a bit with water when you reheat it. Or don't. It's like, it's such a silky soup base. And sometimes, like in the cold months, I just have a thing of my homemade bone broth in the fridge, like in a glass jar or something. And I just pour out and drink cups of it whenever I feel cold or when that sounds good. So I hope you enjoy making some broth from the bones.